Hello, door openers. Happy Friday. I'm here on Facebook and it's working, but I am still waiting for Instagram to connect. Oh, there we go. Now live. You know me and my always trying to juggle the technological difficulty with the actual dissemination of information. Rachel Leah Gerson here from Doorway to Self. For those of you who are on Facebook, hi, Instagram, hello, and YouTube later on for the recording, what is up? Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to all of these platforms. And actually, hi, Christine, thanks for coming on. We have some really exciting news. The Doorway to Self Facebook page has reached over 500 likes. Woo! So thank you. Thank you all for your support and for sharing and for participating in the contests and all that cool stuff. We have a winner of the Doorway to Self potion. And let me see. I'm going to announce it right about now. Let's see. Hi, thanks for coming on. Okay, let's see. So, drum roll, please. And the 500th person to like Doorway to Self and winner of a Doorway to Self potion of their choice is Hannah Raynack. Congratulations! I'm super excited to get in touch with you and figure out which of the 5 Doorway to Self potions you are going to receive. And then our winner of the reposting contest is Emily Spleet. Thank you so much for sharing the post on Instagram. That was amazing, and yeah, I'm super thankful to you for that. So really excited to get in touch with you as well. And then whoever referred Ms. Raynack to Doorway to Self, to like Doorway to Self, will also get a bottle of their choice. So really exciting stuff. So let's jump into today's card, which is why we're all here. So this week's card is Golden Gift. I know this shows up backwards for you guys on Instagram. So I'm sorry about that, but Bevan's like, yeah. So I'll read it to you. It says, Golden Gift, magical help is on its way. And so, yeah, it is always funny watching myself on 2 screens at the same time because I appear like mirroring myself. It's strange. Anyways, so what is this card about? I gushed when I saw this card. I do every single time I pull this card. I'm like, yes, good things, they're happening. So I wanted to share with you kind of some things that happened personally for me this week. When I pulled this card. So literally, let's see, I pulled it on Sunday. For those of you who are patrons, you get to see this card on Sunday. So patreon.com/doorway to self if you want to see the card a day early so that you can really live your week out with the card of the week. $1 sponsors and up get to see this card. So I pulled this card on Sunday for the rest of the week, and literally on Monday things started happening, which is so cool. And as always, it's never clear as to whether like the card comes up and then that influences the way that we're kind of assessing the energy that's happening around us. It's very possible that I drew this card and it shifted my mindset and then I started bringing things in. The same could have gone for you if you saw this card on Sunday or Monday or any other day of the week and you were like, oh yes, magical help is on its way. You could have been influencing that energy to bring it in as well, which is also part of why I love this card, because I feel that this one is just a general reminder that we have the power to bring that in whenever we want to, whenever we desire to. We have the power to call in serendipities and synchronicities and cool manifestation of thought form and all sorts of dealio-bedelios that keep our lives exciting and joyous. So very cool thing happened. I had a session with, many of you know, I've been working with the life coach Maria Palumbo, which is not just a life coach, life, sexuality, business, everything. She's just wonderful. And so on Thursday we had like a pretty intense session where we were talking about friendship, and I was expressing how, you know, I'm really frustrated because my best friend lives in Vermont, and my partner lives on the other side of the state, and you know, my best friend from Grand Rapids has begun doing retreats, and so I only see her a few times a year. And so I was expressing my frustration at this, and literally on Monday I already knew the third person was coming back because many of you know Cassandra Wilder, and we will be, I'll be co-leading some stuff at her upcoming retreats in Michigan, potentially both of them, but for sure the second one. So I hope to see some of you there. Thank you for hopping on. I know it recently sold out yesterday, which is really, really exciting. So there's that. But the other two, you know, my partner has been really trying to come over here, and he's been working really, really hard to get over here, and nothing's budged. And Monday night we got the news that something may be budging. So that happened. And then that same day I got a text saying, your golden gift, I have a golden gift for you, and my best friend's last name is Golden, so, and she said she was coming here. So there are some of the things, like just these shifts that happened. I pulled this card, and literally the next day all of that stuff was happening. I also asked a client of mine if I could share her story. Obviously I'll keep her anonymous because confidentiality is extremely important to me. But I did ask her if I could share her story with you because it's brilliant. So I had a session with her on, I believe it was Tuesday, it might have been Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday of this last week. And she was telling me that, you know, she's in this place in her life where she has been coming to acknowledge that her path here is to help people on their own path, and to help people to actualize themselves and align with themselves, and understand how energy works, and etc. So I've been working with her through metaphysical inner guidance sessions to be able to become more in alignment with herself and what she's doing, and etc. But also in psychic training sessions so that she can pick up more tools, numerology, tarot. I don't know if we'll be delving into astrology later, and then just general understanding of her psychic abilities and how to use them, and etc. So we were doing kind of like learning how to, I was teaching her how to read cards the other day. Well, not teaching her, I feel like that's the wrong verbiage. I was helping her to tap into herself to learn how to read cards. So she was doing that, but she was telling me this story afterwards that just everything opened up for her this last week. She used to be in the real estate business. She still is somewhat, but she had an old client of hers contact her. She is giving up her job and like slowly moving out of her job to move into this new space where she's curating space for other people eventually. And she's still trying to figure it all out. But one of her old clients contacted her and said, hey, you know, I'm looking for a property on a lake, and I'd really love your help in finding this place, and I'm really looking forward to working with you again. I love your personality and your energy, and I really love working with you. And she said, well, you know, I'd be really happy to refer you to a colleague of mine, but I'm not really in the front doing that business anymore. I'm kind of in the back doing more of the paperwork and stuff. And he said, okay, you know, what are you doing? What are you transitioning to? And she said, well, you know, I'm transitioning to kind of some more holistic stuff, some more like health and wellness and spirituality type based stuff. And he was all excited about it and like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And she told me that after I pulled this card last week, he texted her the listing, and he said, this place has a 5-stall garage. And I really want you to use one of the stalls to help you with your business, whatever that means, if that means running it out of there, or if that means, you know, like seeing certain clients in there, or if it means using it as your own meditation space to kind of gather your own thoughts about what it is that you want to do and become more clear on that. And this guy, she's like, I barely know this guy. I've talked to him. I haven't talked to him in 6 years. I helped him with one listing, and that was it. So these are the types of things that I've seen coming through this week, and that's only one story. But it's pretty amazing how things are kind of falling into line and falling into alignment. Let's see what else. I found out that one of my best friends is getting married next summer, which was very kind of like serendipitous with some of my plans that I was trying to make. So, you know, things like that are, and I love his partner so much. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. But, you know, it's just things like that are kind of coming together. And it's like not this slow process right now. It's like boom, 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 like everything's shooting up with spring. You know, the weather for those of us who are in the Midwest, and even I've seen on the East Coast as well, it's kind of this, oh, hey, Perry, thanks for coming on. It's kind of this, this like immediate energy. Like we're not even getting a spring. It's like, for those of you who are in Grand Rapids, we kind of experienced this thing where there was literally nothing on the trees. And then all of a sudden it hit 80 one day. It was like, it went from 30 degrees and 5 inches of snow on the ground to 50 to 80. And as soon as it hit 80, it was like everything just like opened up, and the next day it rained and everything opened up even more. And there's just not even really a spring. It's kind of like we jumped from like winter to summer and we're done. And that's kind of the energy that comes with this card as well, is just kind of like this really quick flash of like, this is what's happening right now. This is what's, you know, these are these gifts, these golden gifts that are coming through to really pick us up and show us we're on the right paths and affirm us. And, you know, it's really, when they talk magical help is on its way, it's really kind of the little signs, you know, or the big signs. The big signs are happening right now as well. So that's been really cool to witness and to be a part of and to see. And obviously, like, hitting 500 likes on Facebook was a huge milestone as well. And I'll be running another one of those contests as well. I'm running another one for YouTube right now. I think I'm at 32 subscribers. And once I get to 100, I get my own channel URL. So you guys will be able to find videos a lot easier, and all of that makes it a lot easier for you guys to become a part of the psychic education movement. And so yeah, I'll be doing another one of those. The 100th person to subscribe to the channel will get a free bottle of potion of their choice. And then also anybody who's a subscriber in general will also be entered for a draw if they choose to do that. So if you want to be entered into the draw for the potion of your choice, free potion bottle, once I reach 100 subscribers, you can comment on this video either on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube. And please go subscribe on my YouTube channel, because that's how you get entered. So yeah. And I'll be posting the link to this video later, the recording of it, as I always do. The YouTube link, I'll be posting it on Facebook, so you'll be able to access the channel easily from there. The other thing I really wanted to talk about too was I wanted to talk about the numerology on this card as well. So I don't know if you can see this little number here, but it's 24. 2 + 4 = 6. 6 is the number of family, home, hearth, love, creating stability for oneself, etc. Funnily enough, I didn't even actually, I mean, I had it in the back of my head, but funnily enough, the word of the week this week on Fairies was also a 6. So that was not on purpose. or maybe it was. But basically the idea is our magic is inside of ourselves. And with this card too, you know, I'm always telling you, like, the job is to find your inner gold. It's not to find your light. It's not to delve in dwell in the shadows. You know, everybody's like, oh, light worker, oh, find your light, light and love and light, blah, 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 blah. It's not about the light. It's about both. It's about the glue that holds both together. You are not just light. That ends as soon as you enter a human body. It's done. You know, you also have all of the experiences of everything that you've gone through in this lifetime that has made you, those hardships, those struggles, the things you really like. They're sticky and they're heavy and they're sludgy. And you're trudging through them, and it's those heavy weighted things. Gold is not gold without the weight. Gold is not gold without the shine. It needs both to be gold. And so, yeah. So for a lot of you also, thanks for coming on. For a lot of you also, this card might too be a helper in kind of guiding you and wading you through your sticky stuff. It might be the light at the end of the tunnel type thing, where it's saying, yes, keep doing the shadow work, keep doing the hard work, you're on the right path, keep going. Hi, thanks for coming on. Like, keep pushing through, you've got this. And so it might be showing you those things as well. I know we talked about, and some of you read my blog article as well, about Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, all of that stuff going on too. So there is that. And then I also wanted to touch too on Mental Health Awareness Month. And I feel like it's really apropos that this comes in as well. We need magical help in the mental health world really badly. We really need to start dialoguing about how mental health has become a more prominent thing that people have been really stepping into with mindfulness and meditation and CBT and all of this awesome stuff. I'm super proud of, you know, I'm at Western's program right now for counseling ed, and I'm really proud to say that, you know, they're teaching that stuff there, which is amazing. They're teaching self-compassion and self-love and like all of this incredible stuff, and now has scientific basis, and it's not just like fluffy puppy crap. You know, like it's real, and they've proved, they've begun to prove all over the world that the synapses in the brain fire differently when you love yourself, and it's cool. But I really think it's time to start talking about mental illness in a magical way as well. And so my goal this month is to hop on live. I think I'm probably going to create an event for it for you guys as well, probably towards the end of the month, maybe. Maybe I'll do a few even. I've kind of been feeling into it and brainstorming it, but I'll definitely post a link on this video if I create an event. I want to just start a discussion about this. Where is the intersection between psychic ability and mental health? Because it's huge. And I know I've shared my own personal story as well of being misdiagnosed with bipolar 1 and then undiagnosed after I started doing the psychic work, because it wasn't bipolar 1. It was my psychic ability that I just didn't completely have a handle on. And there's several clients who I see on a regular basis who have had similar things happen. Where they've been misdiagnosed, or they think they have mental illness, or their friends or family or whatever think they have mental illness, and they come into my office and I do psychic diagnostics on them, and I'm like, yeah, so actually you hearing voices is a normal thing. You seeing things is a normal thing. They are actually there. You're not just like, these are not hallucinations. And affirming them by like maybe even saying, okay, are you seeing XYZ? And they're like, yeah, how do you know that? And I'm like, because I see it too. You know, and and people literally think they're crazy because nobody normalizes this. And so I think that's, you know, this happening during Mental Health Awareness Month. It's time to spring into this. It's time to spark a discussion. Magickal help is on its way. Magickal help is here to help us dive into all of this and start destigmatizing mental illness, but also start destigmatizing psychic ability as an innate human thing, as an innate human sense. So that could be mislabeled as mental illness. So I will definitely be doing something about that this month. Keep your eye out. Until then, I posted on Facebook and Instagram today asking what your definition of mental health is to you. And I would really, really, really love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm always curious as to what mental health means. I posted on my personal Facebook page a couple days ago asking that question. The responses were so vast and so remarkable to read. So it was really cool. Hi, thanks for coming on. So I would really appreciate it if you would comment on that. Yeah, there's that. And then also, for those of you who are in town in Grand Rapids, Astrology 101 is taking place once again. Woohoo! This time it's actually at the Remedy House, Grand Rapids. I was a little bit, things were crazy with grad school finals, obviously. So by the time I finished those up and got to the Wellness Collective calendar, I'm happy to announce that it was completely full on the days that I was able to host this workshop. So that's a great thing that the collective has kind of blossomed in the studio this last year. It's been really cool to watch it fill up constantly and consistently. I'm going to have to start like booking my workshops 3 months in advance now. It's really good, really cool, and really crazy. So there's that. So expect to see Astrology 101 in the Remedy House. Kind of cool to have a change of pace and get to know some new people. So if you live closer to Northland Drive on that side of town, I would love to see you there if it's harder for you to make it out to the Wellness Collective. So that'll be awesome. And that's happening on the 17th at 6:30 p.m. I believe it's a Thursday. And then also, let's see. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for coming on. So good to see you. So yeah, I think that's, yeah, you know, continuing to stay aware and in the loop and educating yourself and really stepping up. And I really think that this coming in this week is showing us where we need to step up. It's showing us, okay, like this is the direction here in like a big way or a small way, but usually a big way with this card. If you like this deck, Lucy Cavendish and Selena Fenech, it's called Wild Wisdom of the Fairies. This is my absolute baby deck. This is my favorite. This is my first deck that I ever bought myself. It has a mind of its own. It's crazy. You put your hand over the cards and they kind of lift up a little bit. So they're like, you can hear them sometimes. They're like, choose me, choose me. So anyways, that's card of the week this week. Last thing, I would like your feedback on these cards of the week. Are these videos helping you? I know there are a few of you who are in regular attendance, which is so amazing, and I'm so grateful for it. I have been kind of teeter-tottering on whether this program resonates for me or if we should shift it. So I want your feedback. I want to know what you want to see. What do you want to see from Doorway to Self? What do you want to learn? What do you want to know? What videos do you want? Are these cards of the week something that you're interested in watching? So, oh, hi Nikki, thanks for coming on. So that's about it. I think we're gonna wrap up here. You can find the replay on YouTube. And congrats again to Hannah for winning, and congrats to the future 100th subscriber on YouTube because you didn't win too. All right. Have a beautiful Friday and a beautiful weekend, and much love to